both of our West End debuts.
It's our West End debut. Debuts. There you go. Debuts.
Welcome to London's glittering West End. Welcome to another opening night feature. And welcome to Burlesque. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring that little bell for notifications for all that What's on Stage goodness. And now, a word from Christina Aguilera.
Well, you know, me and Steven, we kicked this thing off together as a movie version, and now to see it in a show format is absolutely spectacular. He's been working so hard. As executive producer, we've been going back and forth on notes and details, costumes, what music to keep, what music can be remade and redone and reimagined. So it's just been a wild ride, and I'm just so proud of all the amazing talent up on that stage. It's really beautiful to see.
Earlier we caught up with the show's leading ladies, both making their West End debuts. Here's Jess Folley and Tony Award nominee Orfeh.
I play Ali Rose in Burlesque. I'm also a composer on the show, which is good fun. That's actually how I started. And which was played by Christina Aguilera in the movie, the iconic Christina Aguilera, who's also an executive producer on the show. So we're very lucky and privileged to have her involved.
So I played Tess in Burlesque the Musical, and that role was played by the legend, the one and only one named wonder, Cher, who I have a very interesting connection with. She's my godmother, although it had nothing to do with me being in this show, oddly. And we speak about it a lot. We're on the phone at all hours. She's 8 hours behind or somewhere in Rome or wherever she is in the world. So we talk about it a lot. We have a good time. And, we're very similar people, so it's not like she has to kind of coach me into this role, but it's really fun to talk to her about it.
My first theatre performance ever, really, and my first public performance of not only for the show, but the song I'd written for the show and my kind of introduction to the industry, because everyone's kind of like, who is she? I haven't seen her before. She didn't go to drama school. And was at the WhatsOnStage Awards. It was back in 2024, and I sang Got It All From You, which was the Ali's I Want song, which was the first song I wrote for the show and how I got involved.
Wow, that's cool.
I've been working on the show since I was 19. So when I started, we were still in workshops. I remember doing a week-long workshop back in 2023 when I first joined the show, and it was kind of my audition. When they were like, do you want to come play Ali for a week? And I was like, okay. And I remember on my very first day, they were like, can you sing through the show in front of all of these producers and the writers and the like everyone important? And I was like, right, okay. So that was my audition. And after that, we did a 5-week-long workshop in 2023 in October or something. And then to Manchester, to Glasgow, we did all previews last year, and the show's developed so much and come such a long way. And it's been chaos, but it's been like really fun chaos, and just really incredible to be part of an original show and kind of watch how it's grown and evolved and developed over the years. It's really interesting to watch, especially like being so like new to this. It's been really fun to watch it evolve.
So coming into the show at this point in time, I think has been ideal for me. There are just a few people that are from, it's not, a lot of us are new and a lot of us are making our West End debut. And that's really fantastic. I remember back when I was in Footloose 2 years ago, we were all making our Broadway debut at the same time. And so it feels very similar to that,
Everybody's making their debut.
which is so wonderful for all of us. We're kind of all in this ship together, which is a pivotal line in the show, and now we use it all the time.
I keep messing up, by the way. It's meant to be turn this ship around, and I keep saying build a ship.
And then I go, build a ship. Whatever Jess says, I pick up on, and I just go with that. But it's really heartwarming that so many of us are making our West End debuts. So I just think it was a perfect time for all of us to come on board. And the veterans, such as yourself and George McGuire, are just so wonderful to be around. I don't know how I'm ever going to do a show without the two of you ever again.
I don't know how.
I don't either. I'm going to have it written in my contract from now on that Jess Folley and George McGuire have to be a part of whatever I do, or I'm not doing it. It's like, consider it my red M&Ms. Get rid of them. For me, the songs I get to sing, unfortunately, I don't get to sing any of Jess's songs. However, I get to enjoy them in the wings. Todrick has written me an 11 o'clock number that you're not even ready for. It's so phenomenal, and I relish in singing it every night. I look forward to that moment because it's unlike any of the other 11 o'clock numbers. Every show has its moment. I've been very, very lucky that I've had amazing 11 o'clock numbers that have gone on to become iconic, and people sing them in auditions, and it's so heartwarming for me. This is the next one that's gonna happen with. I'm 100% sure of it. The original songs are one better than the next, and then you have enough of the songs from the movie where people are going to be very satisfied because they're favorites that they already know and love. So
what I always say is, you can't do Christina if you're not Christina. No one's going to do Christina better than Christina, but all I can do is kind of do my own take on what she's created and kind of create something new from that. And I think that that's kind of what they've done with the show itself as well, is respected what the movie gives us, but also there's a lot of new stuff in there and exciting stuff, and it's definitely a completely fresh take on it. Being a creative on the show, being a performer, being the lead, learning how to lead a company, which is something I knew nothing about. So I think that getting to this point it's almost like the challenge and the reward is all one thing, right? Because it's been such a long process for me. I think it's really rewarding getting to this point, knowing how hard I've worked and knowing how hard the company around me have worked.
Obviously, any Broadway artist's dream is to make a West End debut and vice versa. So the fact that that's something that I can check off my list finally is wonderful. So I'm just thrilled to be here. I really am. And I just love everybody so much, which never happens. Well, okay, it's happened to me a few times, but this is even better. So, there you go.
Burlesque continues its limited run here at the Savoy Theatre until the 6th of September 2025. As always, you can leave your thoughts about the show in the comments section down below. But please, for the love of Christina Aguilera and all of those genies in a bottle, keep it kind. And I'll see you next time for What's on Stage. Have you ever thought about being up on the stage yourself, either in the West End or on Broadway?
We'll see. I mean, who knows? I'm always very spontaneous. I go with the flow. We'll always see what happens, but so fun. Thank you.
You're both one-name wonders.
Indeed.
Yeah.
If I may say.
So if anyone has a problem with me having one name, blame Cher.